Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm coming at you with something a little bit different. I have my preschool t-shirt on today, and I thought I would share you some books that I have enjoyed as an educator over the almost over 10 years. So I have a collection of books here, and I'm just going to talk to you about ones that I've always enjoyed reading to children. And I'm in my bed today because I know it's always fun to read bedtime stories to your children. So let's jump on in and I'll share you some of my favorite books for children. So the first one we have is a classic, Boom Chicka Boom Boom. Right? So this one teaches all about letters in the alphabet. What's really great about this one is that you can get it like on a CD, like a book on tape, and it has a really great song to it. So that's one that I really liked for alphabet. Another one, Something from Nothing. So this one is really interesting because it takes like a little boy has a blanket, and what happens is, as you know, you play with your blanket, it gets smaller and smaller, so they take the blanket and make it into different things. And it's really, like, the pictures are beautiful. It's a really great story behind it, and it's just interesting because it's like different cultures and talks about his grandparents and his family. So this one is a really nice one. The next one I have here is The Crayon Box That Talked. So this one is all about friendship and kind of like bullying and stuff. So it's a really nice story, and it's easy for children to understand, especially preschoolers or kindergarten children. It's a simple way for them to learn about getting along with others and about friendship. Giraffes Can't Dance. This one is really fun to read, and the children really like it, and it has a really good story behind it. It's about figuring out ways so that he goes to a dance and he thinks he can't dance, but really he can, and it's about his story on how he learns to do things his own way, that he's not the same as everybody else, but he can still do everything just a little differently. I have A Pocket Full of Kisses, and I know there's a second book to this one. This one's really good, especially for school, so like children going to school, like the first day. It's a really nice story to read to get them comfortable with school or daycare, or being away from their parents. The next little ones are the Jillian Jiggs books. These ones are just fun, and the children really like them, and then there's crafts at the back of them. These are just always, they were my favorite when I was a little girl, and I still enjoy reading them. And what else do we have? And of course, Robert Munsch. Robert Munsch is a classic. I know we've all read at least one Robert Munsch book in our time. There's so many different ones. There's also ones if you just type in YouTube videos of Robert Munsch stories of them reading them. There's some of him reading them, and children just love all of their books. They're silly, they're fun. I like how they put in, like, for instance, what do they have? Like Zoom, about a wheelchair. I just like the stories that they're just fun. Next I have the collection, if you give a mouse a cookie. So these ones, there's a couple of that in this collection. If you give a mouse a cookie, if you take a mouse to the movies, if you give a moose a muffin, if you take a mouse to school, and if you give a pig a pancake. They're just silly, fun little stories. They're really short, not like simple little books. So that's a collection that I really like, are these ones. And I'd have to say this is my favorite. I love reading this one, and I got the second one, but the Gruffalo. So the Gruffalo and the Gruffalo Child. These are my absolute favorite ones. I love the Gruffalo. You can do different voices for each of the characters. Children just really love them. Every time I read this story, I always get all of them to come to story time with me. So those are just a couple of my favorite children's books. Like I said, I've been a preschool teacher, a toddler teacher. I've done school age for over 10 years, and this is just my personal favorite stories that children I've found that have really enjoyed. If you want some more ideas on things, I'm happy to share some more interests. And also I'd love for you to comment below and let me know what are stories that your children like to read, bedtime stories that they might like. I'd also like to know if you've read any of these ones and which ones are your favorite. Okay, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. We'll talk soon. Bye.